The year was 1935, a time when every curve of a vehicle told a story, and the Ford pickup became the heartbeat of American roads. As you stand before it, the first thing that captures your eyes is that deep, glossy red color, a shade that speaks of passion, power, and timeless pride. The sunlight dances off the hood, revealing hand-crafted steelwork that reflects Ford's golden era of design. Look closer, and the front grille immediately pulls you in, wide, bold, and dressed in shining chrome, giving this pickup a face that defines vintage strength. Each vertical line on the grille seems carved with precision, and in the center sits the proud Ford emblem, a mark that still echoes history. The round chrome headlamps sit gracefully on either side, like eyes that have witnessed generations pass, eyes that once lit up dusty roads and long night drives across small American towns. The hood ornament adds a touch of royalty. It's not just decoration, it's a symbol of dignity. As the engine idles behind that steel heart, you can almost hear the hum of the early V8, a sound that built trust between man and machine. Every contour, every reflection on the red paint tells you this wasn't just a truck. It was a companion, a hard-working partner through farms, fields, and family roads. Move your gaze lower, and the chrome bumper gleams like a mirror, reflecting the earth it once conquered. The curves of the fenders roll smoothly into the wheels, giving the truck a powerful yet graceful stance. Even the smallest details, the hood hinges, the frame edges, the vintage bolts, remind us how real craftsmanship never fades with time. Standing before this front view, you don't just see a vehicle, you see a legacy on wheels. The 1935 Ford pickup front tells a story of resilience, of men who worked sunup to sundown, of open roads, and of a dream built in metal. It's not just an old truck, it's a moving memory, frozen in time, brought to life by the shine of that beautiful red body. So when you look at the front of the 1935 Ford pickup, remember, this isn't just history, it's heritage, sculpted in steel and painted in pride. As we move toward the back view of the 1935 Ford pickup, a whole new story unfolds, a story of hard work, simplicity, and timeless design. The first thing that catches your eye is that beautifully curved rear end, finished in the same deep glossy red paint that glows under the daylight. The paint reflects every bit of its proud past, a past where trucks weren't built for luxury, but for loyalty. At the center of the tailgate, you'll notice the classic embossed Ford logo, pressed deep into the metal, reminding us that this isn't just a vehicle, it's a legacy that helped build America's roads. The tailgate design is simple yet iconic, bordered with hand-shaped steel edges that define the purity of 1930s craftsmanship. It opens down with a sturdy latch, the same way it did nearly a century ago, a small but powerful detail that brings nostalgia to life. Below that, the chrome rear bumper shines like a ribbon of silver, perfectly framing the back end. You can almost see the reflection of the world it once drove through, small towns, country lanes, and long dirt roads that carried stories of families and freedom. The rounded fenders stretch gracefully around the rear tires, giving the pickup a balanced, bold, and elegant stance from behind. Peer a little closer, and you'll see the wooden bed slats, carefully polished, each plank telling a tale of cargo once carried. Whether it was farm produce, tools, or just dreams on the road, this bed bore it all. The mix of chrome, wood, and red paint creates a harmony that's both rugged and beautiful, something only a true vintage machine can deliver. The taillights, small and circular, sit proudly on either side, classic jewels from a bygone era. Their glow once guided travelers through quiet highways under starry skies. And the rear window, framed perfectly by that red bodywork, offers a peek into the cabin, a glimpse of leather, metal, and history combined. As you stand behind this 1935 Ford pickup, you don't just see the back of a truck, you see the end of an era, frozen in perfection. It's a reminder that strength doesn't fade with time, it only grows more meaningful. The back view of this pickup speaks softly of purpose, of endurance, of journeys long completed but never forgotten. The 1935 Ford pickup remains a living memory on wheels, its rear view standing as a salute to all the miles it once conquered, and all the hearts it still captures today. As the camera slowly moves to the side view of the 1935 Ford pickup, you witness the perfect balance of strength and elegance frozen in metal. From bumper to tail, every line along this truck's body tells a story of design done by hand. No computers, no shortcuts, just pure craftsmanship from an era when every curve mattered. The deep red color flows like liquid fire from the front fender to the rear, catching sunlight with every slight curve. It's not just paint. It's passion, polished and preserved for nearly a century. The side profile showcases its long, smooth body, standing proudly on classic white wall tires with polished chrome hubcaps glinting like mirrors. Look closer, and the rounded fenders frame those wheels with elegance, giving the truck a bold yet refined stance. The doors, simple yet solid, hold that heavy vintage clunk when they close, the sound of steel meeting steel, the sound of real engineering. Along the bottom edge, the chrome trims glisten subtly, adding just the right amount of detail to highlight the craftsmanship of the 1930s. Through the open window, you can catch a glimpse of the leather-stitched interior, the wooden dash, and the classic steering wheel, a small invitation to step back in time. The side mirrors, mounted delicately, reflect the world around it like pieces of history looking into the present. The truck bed, running long and clean, shows off perfectly aligned wooden panels, rich in texture and color. Each board seems to whisper the stories of what it once carried: tools, grain, memories, maybe even someone's dreams. The sunlight glides along the side panels, tracing every subtle curve and reminding us how beautifully simple design can be when built with heart. From the side, the 1935 Ford pickup isn't just a truck. It's a sculpture of motion, a timeless reminder of when design was about character, not just performance. The way it sits on the ground, low yet proud, speaks of balance, of beauty meeting utility. This side view captures the essence of vintage American spirit, a machine built for the hard-working dreamer, for the one who believed that every journey mattered. Even standing still, it feels alive, like it's ready to roll out once more, carrying the same determination it did nearly 90 years ago. The 1935 Ford pickup's side view is more than metal and paint. It's a moving piece of art, a bridge between history and now. A reminder that true classics never fade, they simply shine brighter with time. As we step inside the 1935 Ford pickup, the outside world slowly fades away, and what greets you is pure history wrapped in elegance. The door opens with that deep, metallic click that only vintage steel can make, and you're instantly taken back to a time when driving was more than movement, it was a feeling. The interior is a masterpiece of simplicity and soul. A single tan leather bench seat stretches across the cabin, its stitching hand done, its texture rich with the scent of old craftsmanship. When you sit, you don't just take a seat, you take a step into 1935, where every journey started with a twist of a key and a hope for open roads. Ahead of you, the wooden dashboard gleams with polish, its grains telling stories of hands that carved it nearly a century ago. The chrome-rimmed gauges, the speedometer, the oil meter, the fuel gauge, still shine proudly, small circles of glass and metal that once guided countless miles. Each dial moves with a smooth precision that feels almost alive. The steering wheel stands tall and wide, wrapped in vintage black trim with a bold Ford emblem at its heart. Its every turn feels like conversation, between man and machine, strength and control. Beneath it, the manual gear shifter rises from the floor, its chrome stick cool to the touch, topped with a polished knob that feels crafted, not manufactured. The pedals, simple yet firm, speak of an age when driving required rhythm, when the sound of the clutch, the hum of the engine, and the click of gears formed a symphony only real drivers knew. Even the hand crank window handles gleam with authenticity, their movement smooth and mechanical, each click echoing softly in the quiet cabin. Through the rear window, the world looks different, framed in steel and nostalgia. The sunlight slips in gently, bouncing off the chrome, highlighting every curve of the dashboard and every edge of the wheel. The faint reflection of the red exterior dances on the inner panels, blending warmth and memory in a single frame. Here, there are no screens, no distractions, just the heartbeat of a truck built on trust and time. The smell of leather, wood, and metal creates a harmony that modern vehicles can never replicate. Every inch of the 1935 Ford pickup interior whispers legacy, not luxury. Inside this cabin, you realize it's not just a place to sit, it's a place to connect, to breathe, to remember. It's where generations once sat side by side, sharing stories, laughter, and long drives through quiet roads. The interior of the 1935 Ford pickup isn't just about what you see, it's about what you feel. It's a journey into the soul of classic motoring, where every sound, texture, and detail tells you one simple truth. They don't make them like this anymore. As the hood of the 1935 Ford pickup slowly rises, it feels like unveiling a piece of living history. Beneath the steel, what lies inside is not just machinery, it's the beating heart of an era that defined American strength and endurance. Right in the center rests the legendary Flathead V8 engine, the powerhouse that made this pickup more than just a workhorse, it made it an icon. Each component gleams with purpose. You can see the chrome air filter, polished to perfection, standing tall above a body of cast iron and steel. Every bolt, every hose, and every wire seems carefully placed, a tribute to craftsmanship that stood the test of time. The moment it roars to life, the sound is deep and honest, not loud, not forced, but steady and confident. It's the kind of rumble that tells you this machine has soul. The vibration through the frame is soft yet strong, a reminder of when engines were built with hands, not machines. The Flathead design, simple yet brilliant, changed the course of automotive history, giving everyday people the power and reliability they had never known before. The red reflections from the hood dance over the metallic surfaces inside the bay. The pipes and manifolds, aged yet beautiful, carry a warmth that feels alive. You can smell the faint hint of oil and metal, a fragrance every car lover knows, the scent of motion, of time, of something real. Every turn of the fan belt, every flicker of light across the valve covers, reminds you that this isn't just an engine, it's a heartbeat preserved in steel. This was the kind of power that carried families, farms, and futures. It worked through dust and rain, over mountains and mud, never asking for glory, just doing what it was built to do. The radiator cap, shining with chrome, proudly seals a system that once kept countless engines cool through miles of heat and history. The simple wiring, the clean lines, and the exposed mechanics remind us that back then, engines were honest. You could see them breathe, feel them pulse. As the camera moves closer, you can hear the rhythm of the V8, a deep, steady rumble that sounds like a promise. It's mechanical poetry, written by Ford engineers nearly a century ago. This sound, this movement, this energy, it's what built legends. And even today, when the world is filled with silence from electric motors and synthetic sound, the heartbeat of the 1935 Ford pickup still echoes louder than ever. Because this isn't just an engine, it's a living soul of history, wrapped in red steel and roaring with pride. So when you close that hood and take one last look, remember, what's under there isn't just power. It's passion, it's legacy, it's the sound of forever.